Hello, my name is Keith Reimer. I'm part of Code Crusaders, and today I'll be doing the final demo for Memories Echoes of Resilience. And to kind of a little bit of backstory, the game itself is a narrative story, so it's not very combative, but rather more follows in the life of our main character Arwen, who is on the autism spectrum. And so we kind of just learn a bit about him. When we first start off, we'll learn a bit about him, and we kind of just see how he progresses in ages as he gets older. So this is kind of just our main menu with the play, settings, controls, credits, and selected scene. But let's try to get right into it. As being a narrative game, we get our first cutscene, as per usual. Never want to miss that. So here, Arwen's going to a doctor's appointment, but he's having a temper tantrum. As you can see from here, the parents have been to so many doctors and specialists, but they don't know, they don't really have the answers that they're looking for. So they're hoping that going to this doctor, they get their answers. Or they get the answer they're looking for. So whenever we're ready, we just walk to the door. And so here, we start off kind of just the base level first. We're taught how to pick up things when you're an interactable object, and it will appear in the middle of the screen. Press E to pick up the abacus. So when we do that, it tells us that we can rotate it with our left mouse. As you can see, rotating. And it also tells us that if we press E again, it drops it. And that we'll also see golden lights signaling to move on to the next level once everything is done. So once we've completed our task, we go straight to this area. It's a little golden area, and we press E. And now we're at the doctor's. So now we're in the waiting room. Here we're going to be waiting for the doctor. And this is another cutscene with a lot of noise. Here is our handsome doctor. See, we're ready for our appointment. And since this is just a tutorial scene, we kind of just see the golden light already. One thing that we have here is overstimulation, in which the player gets too close to a certain area, it gets too loud. Right here, see, too loud. The screen turns red and blue. The concept behind this is just to illustrate the hypersensitivity of our main character. Get too close to a certain area, maybe too loud for them. But pressing on, we go ahead and press E, and now we're giving more backstory. We're gonna be kind of giving the last piece of the lore for our character Arwen. Though I already spoiled it. The very beginning, I kind of spoiled it. As you can see, they're telling Dr. Fisher has already told them that he has ASD, in which he's a part of the autism spectrum, or along the lines of it. Him being slightly more aggressive, you can say, aggressive, you can say, in which it's he'll have a hard time. He has difficulty with the lack of communication, which means he doesn't speak as very often around amongst others, and his hypersensitivity. The doctor himself reassures the family, trying to tell him, well, hey, you should give him the love and care, that he deserves. He's human just like the rest of us. And after getting all the amazing lore and backstory behind our friend Arwen, we reach the school level. Please ignore this. Unity's animation is very buggy for some odd reason. But here, we're going to be kind of just given what it was like when going to school. You see, when we're ready, we kind of just get this golden aura to continue progressing the level. And in doing so, the lesson starts. As you can see here, Arwen's getting bullied by these mean bullies, as per usual. But our boy Jimmy comes help us. He helps to save us. As you can see, we learn a bit about Jimmy and how he has a sibling similar to us, or a sibling that is kind of in the area of, or within the spectrum, similar to how our main character Arwen is. And as you can see, the golden lights ring. We can move around a bit. So we can press E to interact. We continue on. We're going to have lunch with our new friend Jimmy until our teacher, Miss Moore, tells us to find some missing books. And this is where we begin our first ever journey around the school. As walking around, we see cool paintings. No bully zone. Though quite quiet in certain areas. So see, we're just trying to find some books around this place. As we're moving around, we kind of just get the gist of walking around and seeing the area. Though not overly populated just yet. It's kind of just the idea and the aesthetic of us implementing a more unique idea behind the setup. As you can see, we found all 5 books that was needed. And in doing so, we'll have to now return to our teacher. And so we see this little area right here that we'll interact with. Once we found all 5 books, we'll head on to the next level, which is the aquarium. And here we have to do a stamp hunt, which we have to find all the, all the aquatic animals. And so in doing so, we come up to these blocks. These are placeholders for now. We walk up, press I. As you can see, we get a stamp. We kind of just continue on looking at all the cool aquatic animals. See, we got that penguin, the sea turtle, very nicely done, the stingray. See, now we're 4 for 4. Sharks. The crustacean crab. As you can see, it's a kind of a cool exhibit. As you can see, we can see the penguins over here just chilling out, being penguins as usual. Here we get the whale exhibit. Well, whales and sharks. Grab this stamp. That's all of them. So now we should head into this little area here. A little bit of a bug here due to the fact that the floor itself has like a weird metallic add-on to it. But here, once we do that, we kind of just get into the last level of the game, which is we're kind of just in the adulthood of our main character Arwen. Though almost not fully fleshed out, it will be fully. We have everything already set up for this. But as of now, we have this to-do list that we do. We can pick it up. You can take a look at it. So just pick up trash, wash dishes, and put clothes away. There will be an animation added to this so that we get to see our greatest friend of all time, Jimmy, again. But this is kind of just the setup and base setup for the game itself, and this is kind of just the last level of it. And so this is, and so my name is Keith Reimer, part of Code Crusaders, and this was the final demo video for Memories Echoes of Resilience.